I'd say play around with the online booking systems. You know, I do it on a daily basis. I go on there and just throw in different cities, different dates. I'll look at the fixed mileage levels. I'll look at the market rewards, and you kind of get a feel. You can go through the booking process without actually booking, and you'll come up with all the taxes and fees, and you'll see, okay, well, you know what, these flights are only costing me 5,000 miles more, but it's going to save me, you know, a couple $100. What do I value those 5,000 miles at? Is it worth it for me, you know, right now? Even if it's maybe not the greatest value, you know what, you could be better off. I want that $250 in my pocket to spend on vacation. I have the 5,000 miles to spend, so I can use it and get those flights I want.
So you can really play about on the website and test things out, and without the risk of actually booking by mistake. That's not
absolutely.
Really
you can go, yeah, you can get through a major portion of the process without even having to book the flights, and you can learn the system. And like Terry said, one-ways are a great way, you know, to book. Even if you're just testing out, try one-ways. You'll be surprised at what dates you can find and availability, because sometimes round trips won't show all your availability, but you do one-way on one day, you know, pick a 3-day window for a one-way back, and you'd be surprised that you might find availability.
That's very true.
Just the same as Patrick was saying, it's playing around and seeing, you know, what the surcharges are, what the taxes are, and then kind of going back and forth and seeing what's better, a better option, you know. So I've definitely used that in the past 2 years to kind of see, you know, what's more important, the miles or the cash. And sometimes the miles takes over and sometimes the cash. So I've been an Aeroplan member since 2006, and my father was actually one of the first Aeroplan members as well in 1984. So it kind of grew up in the family that, you know, hey, this is something that, you know, we've been able to work with. You know, I mean, we've gotten vacations, family vacations from it. I remember we took our first family vacation in 1988 on Aeroplan to Bermuda. Wow. You know, and then my dad was like, and now all these tickets were bought with Aeroplan miles. So I mean, you know, when you grow up in a family of travelers, and my dad's a super elite, you kind of know how to work the system, you know. So from there, my dad kind of taught me like, hey, this is what you have to look for. And so from there, I worked through and did kind of exactly what Patrick's, you know, suggesting, is I educated myself. And I made sure that, you know, whatever decisions I was going to make was going to definitely benefit me during my travel, whether it was for personal or for business.